Hey, it's Adrian, and today I'm going to show you how you can use a Blink mini camera to act as a wireless chime for your Blink video doorbell. So looking at the comments, I can see that most people are pretty happy with the performance of the Blink video doorbell. However, the lack of an indoor chime is a function that a lot of you are looking to get. Amazon has recently released an update to the Blink app where you can program a Blink mini camera or more than one camera to act as an indoor chime. So I went ahead and I bought my first Blink mini camera, and I'm going to just show you how to go ahead and set this up and add it to the Blink video doorbell so that you can use it as an indoor chime. So in the package we have the Blink mini camera, power cable, charging brick, and some mounting screws. Unlike the Blink video doorbell, which is a completely wireless system, the Blink mini camera, it doesn't have a built-in battery, so this requires it to be permanently plugged in and powered. Okay, I have plugged in the Blink mini camera, so now it's time to add it to the app, and that's probably why the lights are flashing. So let's open the app up. Now for this part of the video, I'm going to be adding the mini camera to my sync module because I have one of those. However, Blink does mention that you can use the mini camera and the video doorbell without a sync module, and I'll leave a link in the description for how to do that. But let's get started with adding it to the sync module. Okay, let's add the camera. So we're going to click this plus sign at the top right here, and it says mini camera. I'm going to click that. Now it's asking to scan the QR code. So there is a QR code at the back of the Blink Mini. It's this square piece of information here. So I'm going to use my phone's rear cameras to scan that, and when that's successful, you can see it changes on the screen here to the next step. So just a tip, whenever you're scanning the QR code with your phone, make sure you're using the rear cameras and not this front-facing camera. So I'm going to go ahead and add it to my existing system, which is called Home. And we can see that it's saying it should be steady green light with a blinking blue light, which I can see there. So I'm going to hit discover device. And it says, do you want to connect? I'm going to click connect. Okay, now this is where you're going to have to connect to your Wi-Fi network. So I'm going to go ahead and connect to mine. And remember, it has to be a 2.5 gigahertz band, sorry, 2.4 gigahertz band. It's not going to be possible with a 5 gigahertz band. So just if you're having problems, make sure you're on the 2.4. So I've inputted my Wi-Fi password, and I'm just going to wait for it to connect. So it looks like there is a firmware update. So I'm going to leave everything plugged in so that the firmware updates successfully. And try not to leave this screen on your phone. Okay, so the update's done. And free trial. So the Blink Mini also supports two-way talk. So I'll go ahead and grant permission for that. And there we go. Now that the mini camera has been added to the app, you can see that there's two camera feeds right now. So the top one is for the Blink doorbell, and then the bottom one is for the Blink Mini. So I'm going to go ahead and click the options for the Blink Mini, and I'm just going to add the letter M at the end here just so that I know it's for the mini camera. And also, you can use as many of these mini cameras as indoor chimes. So if you have, 8 of these, all 8 can be set to chime. Now I'm going to scroll down, and you can see right now there's a chime volume option, and I'm going to set that to the max. And the other options here, they're exactly the same as you would find on here. So I'm going to leave those alone, hit back. Now I'm going to go into the Blink video doorbell settings, and I'm going to scroll down. And you can see there's a new option here if you've updated your app, and it says use Blink mini camera as chime. I'll go into that, and I'm going to designate the only Blink Mini that I have. But as I said, if you have multiple Blink Minis, you can pick whichever ones you want. So if you have one upstairs, one downstairs, one in the basement, you can set all of them to act as a chime. So now that those settings are saved, I'm going to hit back, and we're going to test it. To test that it's working, I'm going to take the Blink video doorbell, go to another room, I'm going to press the button, and the camera should pick up the audio from the Blink Mini. Alright, so that worked really well actually. So I went into the other room, I pressed the button, and I did hear the chime on here, but I heard the chime on here all the way from the other room too because it's so loud. Is it worth spending money and going out and buying a Blink mini camera just to add that chime functionality? well, that's something you're gonna have to decide if it's really worth it for you. But if you already have one of these, make sure you update the app and go into those settings that I mentioned, and you can have this function as a chime. If you ran into any issues going through the steps that I did, just leave a comment down below and mention how many cameras you have, if you have a sync module or not, and if your app is updated. As always, if you found this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. It really does help my channel out a lot when you guys subscribe and like. And I also made a video on if you really do need a Blink cloud plan. So if you're not sure about that, I'll leave a link to that video as well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.